Alright guys, this is day 2 out here. We brought the hive over last night during the dark over here to the garden. Alright, and basically how you move a hive is at night all the bees tend to go inside of the hive here, and when it's cold they'll all be inside, but if it's warm a bunch of them tend to stay outside and fan like an air conditioner to keep the hive cool. So unfortunately it was too warm and I had a bunch of bees out and it was hard to close up the hive last night, so I probably left a few and we got stung about 10 times getting it done. But we got it over here. Now I need to put a new, or a refurbished, not even refurbished, an empty honey super on the top of this box here. So I'm going to take the top off. The old plastic queen excluder that was in there has got some rips in it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off and put a new one on as well. Alright, so let me get everything together here and I'll come back over here, explain what I got, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright, thanks guys. Okay guys, you can see I got my new empty super here, honey super. Basically we just took these slots out yesterday. You saw those full of honey. I got some empty ones here. We're just going to replace that top over there on the hive. And I'm sure they're going to get upset. My knife ready. Hopefully no more stings. I've had enough. Here is the new queen excluder. This is basically small holes that the queen can't get through. Give you a little view over here. Active hive. Again, I don't treat these guys with anything. Saw a few hive beetles there, but all in all, not too bad. So hopefully they'll pollinate our garden and give us some more fruit. Get this lid back on there. Strap it down. Stays on the pallet, nice and secure. Coons and things can't come along, dump it over. But, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wait for them to collect up some honey, and all done. Pretty active little hive. Of course, they're upset for the last couple of days. So we'll update after they've calmed down. There's a little hashtag Texas Garden Club, Garden Gurus update. Carrots are coming along nice. Alright guys, here's the slabs that we pulled out. And from what I learned on the other time that I did this was only do one side at a time, because if you flip this over and cut the other side to put it in your spinner, you're going to get honey everywhere. So just do one side of one slat, one side of another slat, put them in there, spin them, get that side empty, and then pull the slat out and break the other side to spin it. So you can see I've broken this one here. I'm going to put it in my spinner right here and spin it. You see it gets runny when you start tilting, so if you were to tilt it over and try and cut the other side, you'd lose honey. And, you know, I don't have my knife, so just making do. Trying to break all those cells open. Try not to get the camera too sticky. So you can see them in there. Honey to the outside that we're trying to get off. So we just start spinning. Usually after a couple of minutes, that cell will be empty. You can take it out and break the other side, and then do the same thing. You can see out there on the edge, the honey's starting to collect. We'll spin this for a couple of minutes here and flip them around. Alright guys, we got our strainer here. This is a double strainer. We got a little coarser screen on top and a little finer screen on the bottom, and that'll take care of all the wax that's going to come out of there. Open her up. Go slow. We got 8 or 9 more frames to collect from the other hive. I'm going to get those tomorrow. Get everything strained and done at one time. Less of a mess. Depending on the thickness of your honey and temperature and how much wax you got, just give this a few minutes to drip down through there and strain, and then you can keep on pouring. If you got too much wax in there, of course you can clean this top strainer off and just put it in your wax bowl and save it. You can separate all that wax and honey later. I'm not going to show part of that process yet, but just let this drain down. I'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so our honey's pretty much drained off here out of our mesh into our bucket. I'm just going to set that wax back up here in the top of our slinger, because I've got another one to do, so I'm just going to let it drip in there and collect honey. You can see in our bucket here, we probably have about 2 gallons of honey, I would say, which would be about right. About a quart per frame, and we got 8 frames out of there to extract. There's probably going to be another 8 or 9 frames come out of the other hive, so we'll get about 2 gallons of honey from this extraction. I'm going to go ahead and pour up the first jar here. That is going to be for Livin outdoors. Alright, Daniel, Rachel, there is your jar of honey, soon to be on the way to you. I'm going to go ahead and fill up a few more jars to go home and hand out to a few people. But it looks a little lighter than it did last year, but pretty much tastes the same. Alright guys, that's from the hive to the jar on our honey. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And go check out Livin outdoors. Great couple, a lot of outdoor stuff, fun activities. Thanks for watching, guys.